The basic principle is that our physiological state, primarily our autonomic state, basically mediates how we respond to the world. So our body can be in a certain state one day and we're very receptive and accessible to others. And another day, everything is really negative and we're very biased and reactive. Polyvagal theory goes more than just say, oh, your body is in between how you react to the world. It basically gives you the scripts. It says that the physiological states that we're in follow our evolutionary heritage in reverse. So we have our newest circuit, which is kind of a social calming. We love to be with people. And then there's a system that is a sympathetic, mobilized, can be recruited for fight, flight. And in terms of healthcare, this is where a lot of people are locked into. And you see this as manifested in anxiety and hyperreactivity, basically irritability might be even a better word. And then there's this very ancient system that we actually inherited from all the previous vertebrates that we evolved from, which is the system that can shut us down. It can basically, if we don't have enough oxygen, if we're under life threat, just think of the mouse in the jaws of a cat, another mammal that has a very adaptive system that makes the body react as if it were a reptile. So it's now immobilizing in great fear, loss of consciousness. So there's a lot of adaptive advantages for it. And the three different circuits that I mentioned actually have different neural wirings. The newer circuit is a newer vagal circuit that we evolved. It's basically a mammalian one, and it's in the ventral part of the brain. And we're wired to regulate in the part of the brain that regulates our facial expression and our voice. So we evolved to be a species that projects our physiological state in the intonation of our voice, our facial expressions, how we look. Literally tells other people how we are feeling. And then we have the sympathetic, which really gives us energy, mobilization, not all bad. But when we get rid of that social newer ventral vagus, we give permission to the sympathetics to really fight or flee, basically save our lives. And when we run out of metabolic resources, because it's metabolically costly to do that, our body often or may shift into this shutting down. And in high-risk preterm babies, they go right into that and they get the clinical bradycardia. And we can see that in other mammalian species like rats, rabbits, guinea pigs. They will literally shut down. So that's the model. The model is that we have these three circuits that evolved sequentially or phylogenetically, and we react to the world with that, in a sense, evolution in reverse.